One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in LaBelle Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see the number 12 team in the country, the Boston College Eagles, taking on a team from the Big 12, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Golden Eagles ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the BYU Cougars offense will get the first swing of the game. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low. And so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
Makes the grab. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Anderson wants to throw. Bringing the heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So Boston College's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right. I tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. From the gun, give on the inside. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Guys, let's talk about Boston College for a minute. You start the season, top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day 1, game 1. Make that first impression.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And the Golden Eagles have their offense in high gear. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Turning it on! Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Braswell. He just won't take a big hit. Slides off guys, makes moves. He's down to the 21. Let's take an overall view of Boston College. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Going for it all. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Gives it on the option.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll run play action. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Anderson will throw. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. BC has it back and the Eagle offense returns to the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They'll run this play from the pistol. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss. The Golden Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Now on second down. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. Oh, he got loose. Turning on the Jets. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your...
There he goes. Got enough space. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. No problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
BYU 0.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Turner. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Anderson wants to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. That's caught. It's Harris. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. That's the end of the quarter, and Boston College has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Boston College will send out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Receiving team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Right back to the well. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying play action. He'll throw it. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball at the 25. Got his man. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. He'll try to really get into this one. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
He's up to 81 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. Now the pitch. Oh, he's got some space. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. And the Golden Eagles, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Boston College! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out, firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss.
BYU 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. To see my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Anderson will throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Phillips. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. And the defense drags him down.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
The Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Braswell. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
What a grab along the right sideline for the huge play.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver... be that wide open, that deep down the field. The defense, they better check themselves.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Golden Eagles pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Just going to keep it after the snap. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Braswell. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll give it to the back. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Anderson wants to throw. Quick completion on the out.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. BYU with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he gets down on the slide, and that's not the only thing down. There's a penalty marker on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. The snap sets up to throw. Looking down the middle. He makes a catch. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the gun, looking for a man. Unleashes to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to get it in. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar!
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Release to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Braswell. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the defense, got him at the 27. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Golden Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Looking for a huge play. Makes the grab on the left side. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Braswell. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. A fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. The short hands, it's Braswell. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside Lavelle Edwards Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just, you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Caught near the sticks. It's Braswell. He's loose on the right. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the extra point is good.
27, BYU 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in the flow.
Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple. Breaks into the open. And BYU will get the 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He leaves it with his back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
And the pass is knocked away, incomplete, but that defensive play is not going to stand. They were a little too rough on the quarterback. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. Got a man, it's Johnson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Turning it on. Got the 1st down and more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. From the gun, running back on the move.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got a man, it's Harris. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Boston College putting together a very efficient drive. To the ground with the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Fires to the tight end. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for space to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The play action fake. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. On the move, he fires. He's open on the right. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Got it in the middle. It's Phillips. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Phillips.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Out of the backfield, he's open. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. We've reached the break. Boston College has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Anderson will throw. Pocket breaking down. That's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. He now has 108 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Pickup of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
This Boston College offense has it working. Looking for room. It's Braswell.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Grabs it inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And the Golden Eagles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about.
Hold on.
Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And he missed it. No good. Always want to pile on those points when you can, guys, but if you have a 20-point lead, life is good. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the shotgun, the inside give. There he goes. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Anderson wants to throw. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. At the 45 on his way. Wide open spaces. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, BYU. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And he makes the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana Tech is on top, but it's not like Terry Bradshaw is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They are up by 7 over UCF. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update. He's going to let it go. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete to the right. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Got his man. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unleashes one deep. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Handoff from the gun. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Illegal blocking.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. First down here for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Swings it out to his running back. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Give to the running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Wants to fire on second down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call is on. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Line getting set on second down. The toss to the right. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Boston College.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Turner. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Anderson will throw. Setting up the screen. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the quick game. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Cole. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Wants to throw it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
BYU right back to the line. From the gun on third down. Right on the money. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Quickly complete. And they'll knock him down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on third and long. Anderson wants to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer,